in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first 6'4" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Off the play fake, Newman. Complete. It's Henry. 13 yards on the game's opening play. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 56 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Off play action, Newman. Picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over. but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, this team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because
the pick up there.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run with Henderson, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Newman. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've...
On 1st down, Shipley. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this. Oh, that's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 2nd down now, Shipley. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown. Finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On the draw, this is Henderson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line.
They'll run on 1st down. Shipley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Ward. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. They'll set up to throw.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals... Going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So we have reached half. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half. The pickup there. Move the chains.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. On first down, Shipley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And an alley to run. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you?
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback. His second touch. On first down, Newman. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
2nd and 13. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Newman. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ward. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 21 yards there on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient.
Go, let's go!
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll run on first down. Shipley down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Stop short of the goal line. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Check, check. It's free.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From a yard out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
No.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newman. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You start the
there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Newman. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing again. Newman. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Complete. This is Lewis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys can... Throwing on first down, Newman. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run out.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Here's Matt Hawk now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth.